Oh, he was right under the boat, Chris. Look at that. Look at this, buddy. There's one. Oh, no. No, that's for sure. Brothers and sisters here?
Got it.
What a beautiful little fish. Oh, he's trying to eat it. He's trying to eat it. Chris, he's trying to eat it without even the water. He's trying to eat it, man. But all those little black specks you see in there, besides the purple and the gold, that's coffee.
There's one. Them fish are getting their coffee fixed today. Gotcha.
Now that.
Nice red eyes. Boy, she whacked that tube.
That's that Go-Be-licious for you.
I love it.
That's that Go-Be-licious.
Fantastic.
That's Strike King's new coffee tube called Go-Be-licious. It's a laminate, but when you put that coffee, that's one thing about the coffee that has just amazed me, is that when you put the coffee in the tube, it gives it a natural color that you can't get with conventional colorings.
That fish hit it like she was on a mission.
I mean, it's just natural, 100% natural coffee in that tube. And the good thing about that is that, you know, coffee is, you know, I think it's masking all kinds of scents or anything that's on the bait. Or people who's got the smells and their, you know, the amino acids in their bodies, they get them on the plastic. There's some people just can't catch fish. You know that as well as I do. And I think this right here is really going to, you know, it's going to make it to where people can catch fish no matter who you are.
What amazes me, when I took that out of the package and smelled it, I mean, it just smells like a cup of coffee.
It is.
It smells good.
I know people don't understand, but it's going to make fishing better for everybody. Yeah. No, that's fish. That is a fish.
Fantastic. That's a bass there. I think he's going to come skyrocketing. Look at you're about 100 yards out there.
He's going to get all in your
Great,
line,
man.
I'm afraid.
It's okay.
Look at that. Isn't that something?
Isn't that beautiful?
That is a beautiful, beautiful fish. On that watermelon, purple, and gold, and orange flake coffee tube, Strike King. You know, that's what's really neat, Chris. Putting that coffee in that bait, you know, you can almost not, well, you cannot even tell the difference. Look at that. How natural that coffee makes that.
Glows just like the fish does.
It glows just like it. I'm trying to get the shadow out with my hand. Look at that. Look at this, buddy. You know, right then on that fish, as far as what that coffee does to the plastic, you saw just the tube, the coffee tube laying right there beside the fish.
Yes.
How it had that natural look, like the bronze, on that smallmouth right there. I mean, the coffee itself is just a coloring that, like I said, in conventional colorings, we don't have in the marketplace today.
Right.
And putting the coffee in there, it's amazing to me. I mean, it's, you know, something so simple that makes such a big difference.
I've never seen a tube jig with that kind of color or glow.
To match that exact to it. You know, we got the sandstone. I've been able to pull the sandstone color out right then. It might have been a little bit of a shade on the browner tinge, but even the sandstone, the watermelon with the golden purple, even the dark melon pepper with the purple and orange, those colors, even though it's darker, dark melon pepper, purple and orange, it's still, when you hold it up, it's got that brown tinge to it.
What amazes me the most about this is it doesn't matter what you've thrown today so far. You've caught fish on everything.
You can't ask for better than that.
Everything. I mean, usually, I do this for a living.
Awesome.
Usually, guys have their certain color, and that's their standby.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have a certain color today. It's every one of them.
No, and I don't think it's just the fish either. I mean, I think it is the coffee. I really believe it. Chris, with that coffee being put in there, and if you look in here, you can see the little black specks of the actual coffee.
That is actual coffee.
That's actual coffee inside that plastic. And when you cook it in the plastic, the oils from the bean gets off in that plastic, and that's what gives it that natural coloring. But all those little black specks you see in there, besides the purple and the gold, that's coffee. That's 100% coffee right there in the plastic.
Here's the rock over that we just caught.
Yeah.
That's what the bass are eating. I mean, this is a large one. A lot of them are like a quarter of the size that you're catching.
Right.
And you know, that's perfect. That's what we're mimicking right here.
And you take that goby tube that we've been using today, and you can see how it mimics that goby that we just caught here, or you just caught a few minutes ago. it just helps show that, you know, the laminated part, how it works, and why these smallmouth hit these, you know, coffee tubes the way they do.
I mean, you look at the tube and you look at the goby, it's just a nice shiny sheen to it.
And as you can see with the coffee inside the plastic, it gives it that natural dark color. But it's not a black, it's not a brown, it's a color that you just cannot get with conventional coloring. Right. And then also, you know, you have the same kind of an essence with this tube right here. The worth in here is more kind of a dark melon pepper, but then you can also get like a dark melon pepper. I guess they get orange on them sometimes, but even that dark melon pepper with that coffee, it just has that charcoal tint to it.
Well, the nice thing about the tube jig, and I think that's why everybody uses it so much, if you watch a goby on the bottom, they sit with their belly to the bottom, they just scurry along the bottom, picking things up, hiding in the any crack or crevice it can find. And that's what, with the tube jig, you can lay that thing right on the bottom, you can just bring it across the bottom, you can jig it a little bit, bounce it, make it look exactly like a goby does.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you what, them bass are hitting them just like they're hitting a goby. You know? So.
Well, I'm just tickled to death that Strike King was able to bring something to the general public that it mimics that, you know, goby that well with that coffee in it to give it that earth tone that all the baits have always been needing. And then catching that fish. I'm sorry, excuse me, Chris. I changed colors on you again. Give me, no, call me sugar. Oh, goodness gracious. Where's he at? There he go.
There's a double.
Well, there's no doubt about it. It's real TV and it's real coffee.
I got a question for you. What kind of coffee do you use in these?
Well, now, you know, there's some certain things you ask a man, and right now that's not one of the questions you need to be asking.
There's one, right underneath the boat.
That's a little
top secret.
That's, well, you say top secret, that is the secret.
There you go, fantastic, nothing wrong with that.
Oh man.
Not there, my friend.
Somebody went knocking on my door. Oh man. Chris.
You know what, they're all beautiful. Some are just a little more nicer than others.
What a fat little fish. I figure in time it'll get out, but right now we're gonna try to keep it as hush as we can because it's the certain kind of coffee that does make the difference. We've tried other coffees and there are certain ones.